Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome to the awards contender. It is finally time for SAG Awards nominations. I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like we're in for a few surprises, I hope, right? At least 2 or 3 shockers. I feel like every year we get a few moments where it's like, whoa, what? We think we know like how award season is going, like based off of Critics' Choice and Golden Globes. But then the SAG Awards, the Actors Awards, will throw us for a few loops. So I am excited. It is time for the live stream of the SAG Awards nominations. Here we go.
And now our motion picture nominees
here we go.
for outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role in a motion picture. The nominees are Odessa Zion.
Yes. Where's the pictures? Oh, there we go. She did it.
Ariana Grande, Wicked for
All
Good.
right, she's there. Nice.
Amy Madigan,
Amy
Weapons.
Madigan. Oh my gosh, Wumi Masaku got
Sinners.
into SAG. Oh, that's awesome.
And Tiana Taylor.
And Tiana
One Battle
Taylor.
After Another.
Nobody from Sentimental Value.
For outstanding
Emily
performance
Blunt?
by a male actor in a supporting role in a motion picture.
Odessa A.
the nominees
Zion. I
are
love it.
Miles Caton.
Whoa!
Sinners. The crowd goes wild.
Miles Caton? Whoa.
Benicio del Toro. One Battle After Another.
Nice.
Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi.
Frankenstein.
Paul Mescal made it. I was
Paul
like, he
Mes-
might miss it
Paul
at SAG.
Mescal.
He's there.
Paul Mescal. Hamnet. And Sean Penn. One Battle After
Sean
Another.
Penn. So no Adam Sandler, right?
Now for outstanding performance by a female actor.
Jacob
in a
Elordi,
leading
man,
role
he's
in a
getting it
motion
everywhere.
picture. The nominees are Jessie Buckley, Hamlet.
Okay, we're gonna get a surprise here.
Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne
If I had
made it.
legs, I'd
Okay, I
kick
was like, she better make it.
Kate
I knew
Hudson,
it. I was like,
Song-
she's getting it
Song-
at
Song
SAG.
Blue.
I've been feeling it for a couple days. I'm like, I think
Jason
Kate
Finity,
Hudson makes it.
One
Jason
Battle After
Finity
Another. And
and Emma Stone.
Begonia.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty much. I thought a
Nominees for
Revo
outstanding
could make
performance
it,
by a
but
male
yeah, they
actor
went
in a
with Kate
leading
Hudson.
role in a motion picture are Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy
Marty
Chalamet.
Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio. One Battle
Okay,
After
we're
Another.
gonna get a surprise here.
Ethan Hawke. Blue
Okay,
Moon.
Ethan made it. I was like, he's got to make it at SAG.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Sinners.
Jordan.
And Jesse Plemons.
Oh my God! Yes.
And finally,
Oh my
the
gosh,
nominees
Jesse
for outstanding
Plemons!
performance by a cast
What?
in a motion picture are
Oh, that is awesome. He's so
Frankenstein.
great in Begonia.
Hamnet,
Frankenstein, Hamnet,
Marty
Marty
Supreme.
Supreme. I love the Odessa A. Zion
Battle After
nomination.
Another.
One Battle.
And Sinners.
And Sinners, yeah. Wow, okay. Woo. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my God. I just realized. There's no sentimental value. Like, there's no Stellan Skarsgård. There's no Renata Reinsve. Oh my God. Like, SAG Awards voters not going for international movies, that is a thing. You know? I went back and forth on like maybe Wagner Mora can get in for Secret Agent. I know it's an international film, foreign language, but you know, people have said like he's a SAG member, like maybe he can squeak in there. I wasn't sure, but I felt like Sentimental Value. You know, maybe it misses supporting actress, like maybe it doesn't get into ensemble or something. I figured at least Stellan Skarsgård was safe. He's not even in supporting actor. Whoa. No Jay Kelly at all. You know, about a month ago, I figured Jay Kelly was probably safe to at least get ensemble or something. Nothing. I have to admit, I'm very satisfied that there's no Smashing Machine. I predicted that both Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson would get in for Smashing Machine. I thought like SAG would go for those 2 performances, and they didn't at all. So that's kind of like a nice surprise. I didn't really want that to happen. So All right, guys, let's break down these 5 categories, starting with supporting actress. I guess you could say the big surprise there is Odessa A. Zion, Marty Supreme. You know, like once you see that film, if that movie is going to get one nomination for supporting actress, it's Odessa A. Zion, not Gwyneth Paltrow. I know Paltrow is the bigger name, and she's good in the film. I really liked her performance. You know, but there's nothing like extraordinary about what Paltrow does. A Zion is much more impressive. She has more screen time. She has more to do. It's a more emotional performance. Her chemistry with Chalamet is fantastic. Like everything to do with A Zion in that movie. You know, I was feeling her like the last couple weeks. Like finally having seen the film, I'm like, A Zion makes more sense in supporting actress. I'm so happy she's here. I'm thrilled that Ariana Grande made it for Wicked for Good. I was getting nervous, like she might even miss at the SAG Awards. You know, like in the last week, I was like, if someone from Wicked can get in, it's Grande. But yeah, I think like Wicked for Good, like missing ensemble, missing actress, like it's over, man. It is over. You know, and now it's like, can Grande get the Oscar nomination? I still think she probably does, but I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy for like most of 2025. You know, many of us assumed like Wicked for Good would get into actress and supporting actress everywhere, and that's not happening. It's pretty crazy. Amy Madigan is here. I was like, they're not going to snub Madigan, right? Even though Weapons probably doesn't get in anywhere else. I felt like Madigan was safe. She's here. Wunmi Musaku for Sinners. I mean, that's awesome. I think she's looking pretty good for the Oscar nomination. Like, I wasn't sure. She missed at the Globes, like in a field of 6. But here she is. Like here's the thing, guys. Oscar nominations morning, Sentimental Value is going to do better. Like, they're not going to snub Sentimental Value across the board. Like, in the acting categories, I don't know if Sentimental Value can get like 2 nominations in supporting actress on Oscar nominations morning. Maybe it's just 1. But boy, for it to miss both here, like Elle Fanning, like plays an actress in the movie, and Elle Fanning, like an American actress, like very popular going back many years. I thought Fanning could slip in here. She didn't. Wow. I mean, they just did not go for Sentimental Value at all. And you have to blame the international element of it. I mean, Emilia Perez got in a year ago, right? In, was it 3 categories? Like actress, supporting actress, and ensemble, I want to say. And that's an international film, like often in a foreign language. So like they will go for a movie like that occasionally. I wonder what it was about Sentimental Value that put them off. Because it's a film about art, about acting, like, you know, the artist's life. I know most of it is in another language, but come on, SAG, like what happened there? You didn't have to nominate it in every category, but at least 1 or 2. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. Doesn't make me happy. That film is on my top 10 list. I think it's great. So really weird that that's not here. And Teyana Taylor, One Battle After Another. She is very strong, man. I mean, she's getting in everywhere. I think Taylor is pretty well safe for the Oscar nomination. I'm very happy Emily Blunt missed here. I was like, they love Emily Blunt. It's kind of a flashy performance in The Smashing Machine. But I don't know. Are they going to go for that? They did not. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy, actually, with supporting actress here. Like, the big surprise, Odessa A. Zion, very well deserved. They could have just gone with Paltrow, you know, like, she's the bigger name. They went with the better performance, I think, in the movie for supporting actress, so that's great. You know, I don't think A. Zion can win with Revo not getting into actress. Grande, I think, might just be happy to be here. Mosaku, like Sinners did very well at SAG, which is awesome. You know, Sinners just keeps growing in strength, like ceremony to ceremony. How many Oscar nominations will Sinners get on Oscar nominations morning? Like, is it going to be like 13, 14? You know, I've heard people float at getting 15. Like 15? Like no movie in Oscars history has ever gotten 15. So that would be crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with supporting actress. I wish there had been room for somebody from Sentimental Value. Okay, Best Supporting Actor. This is an interesting category. 4 of these names are expected, are obvious, right? Benicio del Toro and Sean Penn are here for one battle after another, as they should be. I think a snub for either one of them would have been kind of shocking. You know, I know like momentum is fading on Sean Penn, but he is amazing in that movie. For him to miss a nomination this award season at one of the big televised ceremonies would disappoint me. So I'm happy Penn's here. Del Toro, of course. Jacob Elordi just won Best Supporting Actor at Critics' Choice, and here he is at SAG. And man, like up until a few weeks ago, I was like, will Elordi get the Oscar nomination? I don't know. He's playing a creature. Like all doubts are out the window. I mean, he is 100% getting the Oscar nomination, and I feel like maybe he could win here at SAG. Del Toro and Penn could cancel each other out, like which maybe happened at Critics' Choice. Paul Mescal, I don't think has a chance. Miles Caton, I think, is just happy to be here. But what an inspired nomination, Miles Caton Sinners. Yesterday, I floated like Delroy Lindo. What a great surprise that would be in supporting actor. You know, veteran actor, he's been around for decades. He's so great. He deserves to be here. And they went with Miles Caton instead, you know, but I can't be mad about that. He's also wonderful in the movie. He must be freaking out today, right? Like, he must be like, what? I got nominated at SAG? So that's really cool for him. But yeah, I mean, I think Jacob Elordi probably wins this, unless Benicio del Toro wins at the Globes and starts coming on stronger. Like, you know, we'll see what happens at BAFTA. That's before this award show, the Actors Award. So yeah, Jacob Elordi is looking really good here. The huge shocker in supporting actor is no Stellan Skarsgård Sentimental Value. That blows my mind. I thought like if anybody from that movie was safe at SAG, it was Skarsgård. I mean, did they just not watch Sentimental Value? I'm just like it can't just be that it's in another language, right? That's crazy. It's been doing so well, you know, the last few weeks, getting in pretty much everywhere in a variety of categories, and it is just like zilch at SAG. That is wild. Like, you know, as happy as I am that Miles Caton is here, you know, I mean, I guess Paul Mescal could have missed too, like for Skarsgård to get in. It's weird, and it's, you know, it's pretty nuts, right? Once we get to 5 slots, it's no longer 6. You know, you have to eliminate a couple people, and Skarsgård missed the cuts. I mean, obviously it makes sense. Like with Reinsva not getting into actress either, they just didn't care for Sentimental Value. They also, of course, did not care at all for Jay Kelly. That movie is dead, you know? Sentimental Value, you can point to the international aspect. You can't do that with Jay Kelly. I mean, that's a movie like where the main character is an actor. You know, it's about an artist's life, kind of like Sentimental Value in a way. And like, and the SAG voters, they didn't give a shit, right? They were like, you know, George Clooney, Adam Sandler ensemble. Nope. Not for us. So I'm like, man, like what is Jay Kelly going to do at the Oscars? Like maybe screenplay? And that's it? Like, I don't know. You know, I thought like maybe Clooney had a chance, an actor, and it's like, no, man. They did not go for Jay Kelly either. So yeah, supporting actor, we got that big surprise in Miles Caton. They obviously adore Sinners. You know, as they should. That's a great film, so that's a cool nomination. Right now, Jacob Elordi is looking pretty good. Best Actress. Okay, so the last couple days, I've been thinking to myself, Brian, Kate Hudson is probably going to make it. Her film is coming on at just the right time. She's the best thing in that movie. I know I gave it a mixed review, but like I said in that review, like the best thing in it is Kate Hudson. And she has a narrative, like she hasn't been nominated in 25 years. You know, she's been good in things, and, you know, romantic comedies. Like, this is her best performance since Almost Famous. You know, and the film has been very popular with audiences. I was like, you know, if Song Sung Blue had come out like last summer, I don't think she would be here. But because it came out Christmas Day and it's been doing pretty well, I thought like the timing might be right for her, and it was. Here she is. I mean, I already started tinkering with my thumbnail for the SAG Award nominations reaction video, and I put Kate Hudson in there. Like, I took 10 minutes yesterday, and I cut her out and put her on the thumbnail. And I was like that sure. I was like, I think Hudson's gonna make it. Here she is, and like, does this mean she gets the Oscar nomination? I am not convinced of that yet, guys. I think Kate Hudson, like, she gets the Globe nomination, she gets in at SAG, but she misses the Oscar nomination because the film is not very viable in other categories. It will be tricky, I think, for Hudson to get in at the Oscars. It's possible, especially now with SAG. I mean, this is huge for her. But remember, every year we get a few people who are nominated at SAG and then don't get the Oscar nomination, right? Pamela Anderson, the last showgirl a year ago, she got in at the Globes and at SAG, and we were like, oh my God, is she going to get the Oscar nomination? And she didn't. You know, I still feel pretty good that Renate Reinsve is getting the Oscar nomination for Best Actress. So that would push probably Kate Hudson out, and then these other 4 nominated in Actress at SAG likely get in at the Oscars. That would be your 5, right? Like, that's what I'm feeling right now. Reinsve isn't here, but like, she's gonna get the Oscar nomination, right? Jessie Buckley is here, of course. She is our front runner. She's probably winning this, you know? Anyone but Buckley winning at SAG on March 1st will be a surprise to me, because I'm pretty well sure she's gonna win at BAFTA a week before. So, I mean, I guess Rose Byrne could have a slight chance. I do think she kind of needed to win at Critics' Choice to build some momentum for her as like a winner over Jessie Buckley. At the Globes, they're in separate categories, so that won't help us really. I still think this is probably Buckley winning. Chase Infinity is here. She got in, man, for One Battle. I mean, that is huge. One Battle is very strong. It's in actor, it's in ensemble. Like, you know, that movie is looking really good right now for a picture and director. And the question is, will an actor from that film win something big this season? I feel like it's gonna happen, right? It'll be weird, like, from now until Oscars night, and no actor from that movie wins, like, anywhere along the way. I mean, I'm not very confident Chase Infinity can win a big prize for that in Best Actress, but that's huge that she got in here over Renate Reinsve, Sentimental Value, and of course, Cynthia Erivo, Wicked for Good. I mean, the road is over. Cynthia Erivo, if she still had even the slightest chance to get the Oscar nomination, she needed to get in at SAG. I just don't know how Erivo can pull off an Oscar nomination now for Best Actress. You know, missing at Critics' Choice and missing at SAG. I mean, it's too bad. I love her in that movie. You know, it's disappointing in a way. I would have liked Erivo to have done at least a little better this award season, but, you know, Best Actress is very crowded this year. There's only 5 slots. So yeah, it kind of makes sense to me why she missed. And you have Emma Stone Bugonia. That makes me so happy. I think she is amazing in that film. Even if she doesn't really show up much this award season, I don't care. Like, in terms of like physically being in the room, like she wasn't at Critics' Choice. I feel like Emma Stone will probably show up to a couple of these, right? You know, especially if she gets the Oscar nomination. Like, she will attend the Oscars. She'll probably attend this one. Critics' Choice, as I've said before, is the ceremony. Like, you can skip. It's not like a huge deal if you miss that. But yeah, I'm very happy Stone is here. Well deserved. But it is wild, you guys. It is wild that Renate Reinsve is not here for Sentimental Value. I can't get over it. I think I might have been so stunned, like, during my initial reactions, I didn't even, like, realize, like everybody from Sentimental Value was missing. Reinsve should be here, but, like, don't panic. If you were a fan of her and her performance in that movie, I'm still, like, 99% she is getting the Oscar nomination. So, yeah, some good nominations here in Best Actress. You know, Kate Hudson, you could say, is the surprise, but, like, it wasn't really that much of a surprise. I've been thinking for a bit. I'm like, at SAG, Brian, they might go for Hudson. And she's good in that film. Like, I'm not, like, mad about this. I'm not like, what? Like, how dare you? It's fine. I love her, and if she's going to get a big nomination here at SAG for that film, that's fine to me. But who's winning? Oh yeah, Jessie Buckley, Hamnet. Okay, my favorite surprise of these SAG nominations has to be Jesse Plemons making it into Best Actor for Bugonia. I did not think that was going to happen. He missed a Critics' Choice, he got in at the Globes, but, 6 slots in comedy musical, like that made sense to me. But I thought that might be the end of the road for Jesse Plemons. Bugonia, like it's still somewhat strong, but not overly strong. So I thought at SAG they'll go for Emma Stone, but Jesse Plemons in a crowded Best Actor field, he's probably going to miss. And he's here, and that just brings me so much joy. I think that's his best performance to date. Jesse Plemons is on another level in Bugonia. So I'm so happy he's here over George Clooney, Jay Kelly, over Dwayne Johnson, the Smashing Machine. I felt pretty sure that Dwayne Johnson would have made it in, transformative performance, like it seemed like SAG might go for him in that, but the movie really flopped in October and it's been pretty quiet. It missed a Critics' Choice. It's only in at the Globes, so it was kind of a crapshoot there. I am not sad that he missed for that. Jesse Plemons is the big surprise here. The other 4 were pretty well expected. Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme, DiCaprio's here, Hawke is here, Jordan is here. Could we get a surprise in this category? Is it just going to be Chalamet? Because remember, guys, he just won at SAG in Best Actor for A Complete Unknown, a year ago. So I'm like, are they going to give him 2 in a row? I'm not convinced of that. I am feeling, I don't know how you guys are, I think Ethan Hawke could be the upset here. He could win for Blue Moon. It's the only nomination for that movie. Maybe just the nomination is his prize, just him getting in. But, it's such a transformative performance, Ethan Hawke in that movie. It's very actor-friendly. Chalamet, having just won here for A Complete Unknown, I think there's room for a shocker victory. Even if Chalamet, let's say he wins at the Globes on Sunday, and he wins at BAFTA, he doesn't necessarily have to sweep the season. He could miss here at SAG. Maybe Chalamet just wins the Oscar regardless. But I would like there to be a little bit of suspense in Best Actor. Best Actress, Jessie Buckley, looks pretty well sewn up. I don't know who can overtake her. Best Actor, I don't think Chalamet has the Oscar win in the bag. Someone can put up a fight. You could argue it's DiCaprio or Jordan. I mean, Sinners did very well at SAG. Maybe Jordan wins, and that would be amazing too. But I'm just feeling Ethan Hawke Blue Moon. I feel like he wins something big this season. It could be at the Globes in a few nights. It could be at SAG. I just want someone to put up a fight with Chalamet. And finally, Best Cast. No huge shocker here. There's not a Babylon, right? Like something that's been fading, but it gets into ensemble at SAG. That didn't happen. Jay Kelly made sense to me as a nominee here, even if it missed in every individual acting category, but that's not here. Wicked for Good, I thought had a chance. That is not here. They went crazy for Wicked a year ago. In a bunch of categories, Jonathan Bailey got in. This year, it's just Ariana Grande in Supporting Actress and nothing else. So yeah, things are not looking so good for Wicked for Good, right? Frankenstein, and I'm maybe you could say that's a surprise. I feel like when people think about Frankenstein, it's Jacob Elordi and Oscar Isaac. Beyond them, is the cast of that movie one of the best of 2025? I would argue no. So I think for me, of the 5 nominees here, Frankenstein is the most surprising. Hamnet, you could argue, is a surprise because most people, when they think of that movie, they'll think of Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal and no one else. But there are some wonderful performances in that. You have Noah Jupe and Jacoby Jupe, and you have Emily Watson. There's some really nice performances in that film beyond the main 2. So I'm happy Hamnet is there. Marty Supreme makes total sense. Now having finally seen it and seen the really unique casting in that and all of the really interesting performances from a variety of actors. I love the cast in Marty Supreme that deserved to get this nomination. I'm so happy that's here. Obviously, that movie is also gaining in strength, right? I mean, not just getting into Best Actor, but also Best Supporting Actress and in cast. Like Marty Supreme is coming on strong. That means good things for Timothée Chalamet. You know, these awards bodies, they clearly love the film, not just his performance. So that's great. One Battle After Another. I mean, that had to get in here. It got so many individual acting nominations. And yeah, that's awesome. And then Sinners, man. I think Sinners is probably winning cast, right? At SAG. You could say, well, maybe One Battle has a shot. Maybe Marty Supreme. I think it's pretty well obvious it's going to be Sinners. I just think because they got in not only Wonmi Musaku, which was like a maybe, like also putting in Miles Caton. Like I think Sinners is probably going to take Best Cast. Again, sentimental value should be here. I think it deserves to be in Best Cast, but boy, they just did not care for that at all. But yeah, I mean, you had Jay Kelly as a possibility, Wicked for Good. This is a pretty rock solid list. I would take out Frankenstein and put in sentimental value. That's just me. But yeah, Best Cast at SAG. It's a really good lineup this year. I'm happy with it. So those are my observations for the SAG Award nominations. I mean, obviously we got some surprises. We always do every year. It's never just like the main 20 people who get into the individual categories and we're like, oh yeah, makes sense. Like we saw all of those coming. We got some lovely surprises, some really devastating omissions, like sentimental value. You guys didn't watch it, you didn't like it, like that's crazy. You know, that should be here, but for the most part, I am very happy with these SAG nominations. Let me know in the comments below, like what are your thoughts today about this reveal? I will have Golden Globe final predictions in just a few hours tomorrow morning, and I will see you next time at the Awards Contender.